Hey everybody, it is Radley here with your energetic weather report for July 2nd through July 8th of 2023. We're also going to have your personal Archangel of the Week as a part of that. Now, I felt called to the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle card deck. Um, that is my most recent deck that came out last October. New deck coming out in October this year, and then in April of next year, and then in October of the next year, also August of next year. Next year's crazy. But anyway, let's focus on this year and this week of July 2nd through the 8th of 2023. Now, like I said, I've chosen the Sword of Light Oracle card deck. I have the cards here, and I haven't shuffled them or anything yet. So what we're doing is we are pulling three cards. Now, these three cards are not in specific to any particular day of the week. The cards are meant to be looked at as a conglomerate, as a grouping, as a consolidation of a whole message for that week. So I'm just going to shuffle these cards here real quick. And then, now that that is done, I'm going to pull three cards and set them aside. And so those are ready for our energetic weather report. Now, also, what I have is what I call a mash-up of the major arcana cards from three of my decks: Angel Tarot cards, Archangel Power Tarot cards, and Angel Wisdom Tarot cards. All three of these decks have archangels on the cards for the major arcana. So this is our way of just having an intuitive exercise about which archangel should you maybe be working with this particular week. Now, this is an intuitive exercise. So if you are listening to this as podcast via mindbodyspirit.fm, or whether you are watching this from the YouTube channel, either way, it works the same. You're just going to tune in and think which card feels like the truest connection for me for my Archangel of the Week. So do you feel called to card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, or card number 4? So again, you're just going to tune in. You're just going to be like, oh, is it 1, 2, 3, 4? You'll know. It's just like, oh, it's 3. What's 2? You'll know. So, so those are the cards for your personal Archangel of the Week. But let's first do the energetic weather report so we can relate these 4 archangels to the energetic weather report. So the first card for the energetic weather report is make a decision. Make a decision. So this is the beautiful artwork by Echo Chernick, who did the artwork for the Sword of Light Oracle cards. And we have here Archangel Michael's sword that has been turned into a set of scales. And on one side, we have a feather, and on the other side, we have a ruby heart. And it's card number 19, and it says, make a decision. And it says, are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you towards your own joy because you deserve it. So this is a card, if you know tarot, it has a similar energy, if you will, to 2 of Air or 2 of Swords, same card, different names. And of this whole thing of having a little bit of a difficulty making a choice. And very often that happens for people because they're so worried about how other people are affected or how other people will respond or react to their decision that they can't make a decision because there's what they want versus what someone else wants. This card is really encouraging you to pick what you want, because we as individuals, in order to be completely whole, have to look after ourselves. And, you know, other people may help us to look after ourselves, but in the end, the job is ours to see to it that our needs are met. And when our needs are met so that we can be the fullest us ourselves that we can be, everybody wins. It's a win for the whole world. Now, the next card really leans in on that particular card. This card's called number 10. It's called Don't Settle for Less. And we have this young woman who has opened a box that has the initials AM, Archangel Michael, on the box. And all kinds of magic is fluttering out of the box, including blue butterflies, blue being the color of Archangel Michael. These blue butterflies are coming out, and she's so astonished and so happy by the magic of the moment. And butterflies have this whole symbolism of evolution and going to the next level and having beauty in our lives. And the card says, you are a child of the divine, and you deserve to have your dreams come true. Don't give up. Now, this card really is saying, you deserve it. So you can see how this leans against the first card of make a decision. Both cards are even talking about our worthiness, our deservingness. This card says, go towards joy, you deserve it. This card says you deserve to have your dreams come true. There's a very similar message here. These cards are really relating to one another. So we have this whole essence of making a decision and don't settle for less in your decision making. Finally, we have one more card. It's card number 34. It says trust in your divine purpose. Once again, there's a connection because we have this beautiful woman and she's staring up into the sky where the rays of the divine are coming down onto her beautiful face. But in her hair are blue butterflies. So connecting us again back to that don't settle for less. And the card says, this experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you are on a path of growth. So let's sum all this up, shall we? Make a decision, and make a decision that helps you, that gives you what you need in this particular moment. Don't settle for less than what you need. Don't settle for less than being who you truly are and allowing yourself to expand that way in such a way that the whole world can benefit from it, and trust in your divine, trust that this whole moment has divine purpose. There is a meaning to all of this. You are on a path of growth. Healing is going to come from this. Healing is going to come from making a decision for yourself and not settling for less, and growth will come. So this is our message for the week of July 2nd through the 8th. I think that's a very exciting message for this particular week, and something for us to all sort of like take in and celebrate. You'll know, for those of you on YouTube, I'm wearing a shirt with fireworks on it. For those of you who can't see that, I'm wearing a shirt with fireworks on it. But you know, it's like this is a week of celebration in the United States of America. So if you're here, that's great. But really think about this more from the standpoint of a celebration of self, a celebration of yourself by choosing what you need, not settling for less, and believing in the divine purpose of all of it. Now, for your personal archangel of the week, we have 4 cards. So if you were thinking that, oh God, I don't know, card number 1, that feels right to me, then you chose the card that's called the Star in Tarot, and it has Archangel Jophiel on it. Jophiel's name means the beauty of God. She's a fabulous archangel, a very popular one. People love Jophiel. I always like to say that she's like wearing rose-colored glasses, but in the true awesomeness, spiritual sense of the word, from the standpoint of seeing the positive, having our hearts uplifted, lifting up our eyes to seeing the best possible opportunities. And so Archangel Jophiel can be a great archangel for what you're trying to do. If you felt called to card number 2, that's the wheel with Archangel Jeremiel. So Jeremiel's name means the mercy of God, and he is the archangel of forgiveness, but also the archangel of our intuitive senses. That's going to be important again in a moment, but our intuitive senses, kind of like from the masculine side of that. And but he's even more importantly, the Archangel of Life Review. So he helps us to basically take a look at our lives and go, where have I been? Where am I now? And where am I going? And a very, very important question to be asking yourself, if you're in this place where you're trying to make a decision, it's like, how often have you made decisions that were not for you and not for your best interest? And this card is saying, not going forward, not today. The next card is the Hermit card. It has Archangel Raziel on it. Raziel is this very magical archangel who helps us to understand esoteric knowledge, understand manifesting. He's also great with time warping. So if you need more time, he can help you to have more time. I'm sorry, that's not right. That's Metatron. Silly Redley. Come on, focus, Redley. So Raziel, very magical. Does help us with past life experiences, and has the ability to really bring magic into our manifesting. And finally, if you felt called to Archangel, card number 4, that's Archangel Haniel. So here's the feminine side of that, your intuitive gifts. So she's very much about our divine gifts, our spiritual gifts, helping us to hone those, helping us to be connected with those, all under the beauty of this card of the moon. So that whole sense of the divine feminine and where that fits into our lives. So that's the energetic weather report for July 2nd through the 8th and your personal archangel of the week. Now, I have a little special something extra for you this week. So you can't see this if you're watching the or listening to this on the podcast, but this is a big, gigantic red bowl and it's full of paper. Now, this is how I create a deck. I was talking to you about how I'm working on all these new decks that are coming out in the future. I turned one in yesterday. And when I turn a deck in to Hay House, there is still time to make changes. And so I basically create these little fake cards, okay? Because it's my way of like pulling cards on a regular basis over the coming weeks to go, do I have a card that's wrong? Do I have a card that doesn't fit right? Do I have a card that I want to make changes? And so I'm going to pull one for you from this upcoming deck. I'm not telling you anything more about it. But here's the message. Oh, this is perfect. Here is the message for this from this card deck to not yet named or not yet in your reality. But the card says, helpful people surround me everywhere I go. I attract friends who love and support me. And so consider it like a mantra. Helpful people surround me everywhere I go. Helpful people surround me everywhere I go. I attract friends who love and support me. I attract friends who love and support me. So you can just sort of hold on to that mantra as having people who help you to make your decision to not settle for less and to trust in divine purpose. Also, keep in mind that I am teaching a mastermind in Denver, Colorado. It is happening October 24th through 31st. It is a small group. It's already half booked. So if you're interested in spending personal live time with me, working on your next steps to having the life that you want to create and manifest, well, here it is. And so you can find out about that by going to radleyvalentine.com/mastermind. Okay, folks, that's it. The energetic weather report and your personal archangel for the week. Have a great week, and I will see you soon.